Okay, Trace, you want to test? You test it? Here we go.
So when let me see, it might take a little while. So this is Woodbury.
You can hear. I have my AirPods in now, and the audio is on. You haven't joined yet. You're on now. You're on now. Awesome, folks. We don't have to keep the score tonight, so I will call out the scores for the game. Puck comes back to Rasmussen. Excuse me. I think that's Ermentrout. Puck comes out, comes cross ice to the point for Woodbury. We're playing Woodbury tonight, by the way. Out front for Woodbury, and there's the goal. Lilo was left alone in front of the net, and Woodbury's up 1-0 with in the first 23 seconds. Awesome. I will. Heinert's line out there. He's got Reichert to his right. Erickson to his left. What comes out? Woodbury picks it up. Erickson gets alongside the boards. Comes out. Schwartzbauer with it back around the back of the net right now. It's tied up. He throws it all the way down, and that is going to be stopped by the Woodbury goalie. Keep it in play. That comes all the way up, deflected out to Schwartzbauer. Schwartzbauer sends it over to Erickson. Bounces off Erickson's stick. Schwartzbauer has it back behind the net. Comes up to Reichert. Reichert tries to throw it over to Ulrich. Missed him. Swarthout's got it. Throws it back behind the net to Eide. Eide back to Swarthout. No, that's Ulrich. Puck comes back behind the net. Swarthout. And there's going to be an offsides call on Woodbury. 13 minutes, 32 seconds. Woodbury up 1-0 already. Puck comes back to Christensen. Christensen carries into the zone. Goes to the net. Shot. Gets deflected. Goes wide. Woodbury comes out. Center ice. Deflected. And we're going to get another offsides call. Let's see who's on the line now as we do a little bit of a line change. So Johnson will take the face off. Got Hagen out front with them. Gets to Lorenzen. Lorenzen brings it in. Lorenzen tries to get around. Gets the puck taken off his stick. Comes back behind. We're going to get a penalty in about 2 seconds. Looks like it's going to be against CCHA. Puck comes back. Woodbury moving it around. Comes back up to Ermentrout, and that is going to be it. High sticking call. Looks like it'll be Lorenz and then it goes in. So Woodbury is going to go up on a power play with 12 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the first period. Score is Woodbury 1, CCHA 0. Comes up to the point for Woodbury. They shift it around. Back to the top. Back down low. Shot gets deflected by Leela and will come all the way down. Puck comes in. Shot. Hagen in the corner with it. Gets deflected up to the point. Drifts out. Hagen putting on some pressure. He's got some. Comes into the zone, but Woodbury carries it right back out again. Back to Woodbury. Hagen breaks up the play. Comes back out to Woodbury. Nice job by Ivy getting it off the stick. Comes out of the zone. Comes out to Heiner. Heiner dumps it into the zone. Chases after it. Picks it off. Nice pressure by Heiner. Puck comes into the corner. Comes around. Back up to the side. Comes out and goes into the Woodbury bench. So we're going to get a stoppage in play here. 11 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the first period. 41 seconds left here in the second. We don't have to keep my score up here, so I'll try to keep you updated from the score perspective. Swarthout's going to take the face off. He's got Erickson to his right. Woodbury comes out with it. Out back is Schwartzbau and Rasmussen. Rasmussen's able to clear that puck after a Leela save. Woodbury has it in the corner, gets it up to the point. About 20 seconds left here in the power play for Woodbury. It comes down in the corner. Schwartzbau puts on a check, breaks up the play a little bit. Woodbury trying to throw it out front, gets deflected. Schwartzbau swats at it, gets it out, and tries to get it out of the zone. Can't. Erickson's there. Carried out. Both teams at full strength. That comes back out to Woodbury. Ulrich across. Blocked by Rasmussen. Or Schwartzbau, excuse me. Puck comes out just out of the reach of Erickson. He goes off for a line change. He's back to Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau backhands it to Christensen. Christensen gets it to Ulrich. Nice job. Good job, boys. That was Christensen to Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau put a stick on it, got it into the pads of the Woodbury goal. 10 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the first period. Ulrich is going to take the face off. He's got Christensen to his right. Schwartzbau to his left. Puck comes into the corner, comes back to Davis at the point. Davis sends it back in deep. Gets caught up by a Woodbury player. Woodbury has it. Tries to break it out of the net. Schwartzbau breaks that up. They're coming out hunting now. Woodbury has it at center ice. Woodbury just dumps it in. Armentrout picks it up. Carries it around side the back of the net. Gets it out of the zone. Ulrich chasing after it. Ulrich pestering this alongside of the boards. That comes back into the corner. Davis back there for it. He has it back behind the net. He sends it up. Gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen tries to shove it ahead to Hagen. Comes back to Lorenzen. Lorenzen's shot gets blocked out front. Comes back to Hagen. Hagen's shot gets blocked. Comes cross ice to Woodbury. Heidi's there. Heidi picks it up in the corner. Brings it back around the net. Sends it up to the boards. Tries to hit Erickson. Just misses him. Woodbury comes back down. Goes back behind the net. Heidi's there. Heidi sends it up to Erickson. Just misses Erickson again. Comes out to center ice. Woodbury dumps it into the CCHA zone. Will come all the way down, back for Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau sends it alongside the boards. Goes back to Heinert. Shot goes wide of the net. Into the corner is Heinert. Heinert deflects it. Comes out to center ice. Schwartzbau fights it up. Nice save by Levi. Wow. A little faster paced game than we've seen over the last couple of days. 8:10 left in the first period. Score is Woodbury 1, CCHA 0. Ulrich line out on the ice. Armentrout sends it across, and it'll come all the way down. That'll be an icing call. Armentrout and Rasmussen are out back. Shot. Glove saved by Levi. Johnson took the face off. Christensen and Swarthout out front with them. And Swarthout and Christensen come back out. Puck gets deflected. Turns around, saved by Levi. Johnson's right there to pick it up, though. He's got it back behind the net, but loses it. Woodbury takes it. Nice break up. Lorenzen comes down, gets it into the corner. He's back behind the net with it right now. Woodbury player loses his stick. Off front, hands to the point. Armentrout sends it down deep to Lorenzen. Lorenzen tries to get it out. Oh, can't get a stick on it. Comes back up, stuck in pads. Lorenzen breaks that play up. Armentrout will pick it up back behind the net. Into the corner is, can't see. Coming back. Egan slaps at the Woodbury player. Johnson in the corner. And a goal. All right. There's 5 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the first period. Score is 2-0. Einert line out there. Erickson to his left, Riker to his right. Davis and Rasmussen, I believe, at back. Heinrich gets face off, gets it to Davis. Davis tries to get it to Erickson alongside the board. Comes back, broke it up, and we're going to get an offsides call. Second offsides call. Come up to center ice. Heinrich takes face off. Gets it to Davis. They pull it out. Comes back. Heinrich takes it. Gets it to Davis. Davis has it in the corner now. Heinrich comes in to help out. Puck comes over to Eide. Eide picks it up. Bounces it off the boards. Tom. And just out of the reach. We're going to get an icing call. Come all the way back down. Okay, looks like Ulrich took the face off, got it to Swarthout along the boards. Swarthout trying to get ahead. He gets dumped. Puck comes cross ice. Ulrich chasing after it. He gets it out of the zone. Bounce to Christensen. Now to Swarthout. Swarthout loses his stick. Davis back to pick it up behind the net. He gets rubbed off on it. Still fighting for it. Back behind the net. There's Woodbury. They're letting him play. That comes out. Swarthout swipes at it. Comes back to Ulrich. Ulrich sends it along the boards to Christensen. Christensen looking for somebody out front. Just sent it down. No icing called. Woodbury will carry it all the way down. Johnson there, and it looks like we're going to get an offsides call. Nope, we're going to get a penalty. Looks like Johnson's going to go to the box. Not sure what for. Two minutes to go on the clock. Not quite sure what for. The roughing call. Shot to Leela. I didn't glove saves that. All right, Woodbury will go back up on the power play for the next 2 minutes. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the first period. Ulrich's going to take the face off. Oh, sorry, that was Hagen. Now we're going to get a tripping call on Hagen. As soon as we touch the puck. It'll be 6-on-4 here. Puck gets out, and Leela covers. Nice job. All right. So it'll be 5-on-3 here for the next minute and 37 seconds. 5 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the first period. Einarden taking the face off. Davis and I think it's Armentrout out back. That comes out front. Nice save by Leela. Still free, still open. Woodbury comes away with it. They regroup, get it up to the point. Send it over to the other point. Shot, saved by Leela. Nice, still a save by Leela. And then they're able to pop it up over him. Great play by Leela. Johnson will come out of the box. It'll be 5-on-4 here for the next minute and 40 seconds. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game, or in this first period. Score is Woodbury 2, CCHA 0. Einart takes the face off. Erickson to his left. Scrambles for it. Davis picks it up, dumps it into the Woodbury zone. Comes across. Bounces off Davis' escape. Comes flying back. Leela just dumps it out of the zone. Makes them regroup. They throw it back in. Davis chasing after it, along with Armentrout. Davis has it back behind the net. Throws it over the boards for Einart. And it's going to try and hit Erickson, and does. Erickson comes by. Let's see if we can get around him. Gets it into the side of the thing. About 50 seconds left in the power play for Woodbury. Puck comes all the way around. Schwartzbau has it. Bounces it off of a Woodbury player. Comes back into the corner. And we're going to get another penalty. This one looks like it's going to be on Woodbury. So it'll be 5-on-5 for 38 seconds. Actually 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. Ulrich out there with Reichert in front. Schwartzbau and ID out back. So Woodbury penalty is for a roughing call. That comes back into the corner. Ulrich has a step down there in the corner. You probably can't really see it. Reichert didn't help him out. Comes out to the point for Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau sends it over to Heidi. Heidi can't handle the pass. It comes out of the zone. Heidi dumps it back. It gets caught up in the ref skates. Woodbury will bring it back in. Throws it out front. Saved by Leela. Comes up. Off the boards. No icing called. Ulrich and Reichert chasing after it. All right. Shot goes wide of the net. Comes out to Swarth out. Swarth out. We're on power play now. CHA's got it. Gets it to Sports Bow. Sports Bow gets it out of the zone. Back to a Woodbury player. Puck comes all the way across the ice. Able to keep it in. Slaps it back in. Woodbury carries it back out. Throws it into the CCHA zone. Sports Bow chasing after it. Two players collide. And that, oh! Back over to Christensen's just offside. Thought we had a play there. 26 seconds left in the CCHA power play. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first period. They're going to re-ice after this, folks. So we're going to have about a 10-minute break. Johnson takes the face off. Hagen and Lorenzen up front with him. Rasmussen and Armitrout out back. Comes out to the corner. Johnson has it. Gets it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen has it along the boards. Dumps it back in. Woodbury back to pick it up. Hagen in. Johnson helping him out. There goes Lorenzen. Lorenzen's in the corner. Comes out. Rasmussen presses up. Comes out to Armitrout. Armitrout sends it across to Lorenzen. Both teams are at full strength now. Lorenzen back behind the net. Gets rubbed off the puck. They're still fighting for it. Gets picked up. Comes back down. Heinert able to keep it in the zone. Rasmussen dumps it in deep. Heinert goes back behind the net. Comes up to try to hit somebody deep. Nice job of breaking that up. Heinert pulls it out. Comes to Erickson. Erickson skates it in. Shot. Rolling puck saved by the Woodbury goalie. 47 seconds left here in the first period. Woodbury up 3-0 over CCHA. Heinert in to take the face off. Got Reagan to his left. Erickson to his right. Back behind the net. Reagan in the corner with it. Comes out to Heinert. Heinert shot. Save. Goes in the corner for Reichert. Reichert can't get a stick on it. Gets it to Heinert. Heinert gets it to Erickson. Erickson shot. Oh, nice save by the Woodbury goalie. Comes back to Reichert. Reichert tries to get to Erickson. Comes back behind the net. Erickson chasing after it. ID presses down. Comes back to Erickson. ID fighting for it alongside the boards. Along with Erickson. Comes out to Reichert. Reichert's pass gets deflected, and that is the end of the first period. Score here is Woodbury 3, CCHA 0. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes as they resurface. All right, we're getting ready here for the second period. CCHA down 3-0. Stretching out. We'll resume momentarily. We heard your concerns about raising up the thing. We're up as high as we can right now. Let's see if that helps out. All right. I'll let you take the face off and start swipe out to his right, Christensen to his left. We'll switch that around. Woodbury carries the puck into their zone. It's blocked by Christensen. Back to swipe out, or Ulrich. Back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen shot. And a save in net. Little stun. No damage. Nice to see the boys come out with a little feist. Puck comes out. Gets around. Sports foul. Brings it back. Brings it up the boards. Tries to hit Ulrich. Sports out. Brings back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sends it back to Sports foul. Sports foul bounces it into the Woodbury bench. So we get a face off here and a line change. Looks like Davis and Armitage out back. Johnson takes the face off. Puck comes around the back of the net. Woodbury throws it out front. Nice save by Wheeler. First puck tries to hit Lorenzen, but it just comes back, and that's going to be an icing call. Puck will come all the way back down. This is going to be to the right of Lila. Johnson then takes a face off. Gets it back over to Lorenzen for behind the boards. Lorenzen fighting for it. Puck comes down deep. He's back to Armitrout. Armitrout sends it back up the boards. Shot gets deflected. Davis to Armitrout. Armitrout over to Hagen. Shot, nice save by Lila. Lila tries to bring it back in, can't. Comes out to center ice, which is great. We can regroup. Puck squirts in. Goes wide of the net. Davis back there. Goes Dover. Hagen hacking at it. Comes back to Armitrout, back behind the net. Armitrout bounces it off the board. Tries to get it to Lorenzen. Armitrout throws it out. Gets picked up at center ice by Woodbury, and Woodbury's offsides. 13 minutes and 9 seconds left here in the second period, excuse me. The score is Woodbury 3, CCHA 0. Miner takes the face off, comes out, back to Erickson. Erickson tries to get the Reichert, comes into the zone. Reichert's able to check it back in, but only temporarily. Woodbury carries it back out. Shot goes high the net. Comes out to Erickson. Out to center ice. He's over the net again. That comes out to Eide. Eide and Heinert back behind the net. Heinert sends it down. Tries to hit Reichert, but that's going to be an icing call. Twelve minutes and 25 seconds left in the second period. Line change here. Ulrich will come in to take the face off. Got Smith out up front with him. Armitage and Rasmussen are still out back. Puck comes out. Swarthout's got it. Tries to get it out to Ulrich. Can't. Comes back in. Swarthout blocks it. Gets it to Armitage. Armitage carries it back behind the net. Armitage gets it up to Heiner. Excuse me, that was Lorenzen. Back to, well, there's Lorenzen. Puck comes out. Nice breakup by Rasmussen. He's up alongside the boards. Puck comes out to Ulrich. Ulrich carries it in, but it's going to be offside. Ulrich tried to move it forward. Just couldn't get the shot off. 11 minutes and 23 seconds left here. Score is 3-0 Woodbury over CCHA. Johnson takes the face off. Runs into his left. Comes into the zone. Woodbury throws it back behind the net. Hagen chasing after it. Comes to Johnson. Johnson coming in. Yeah! Johnson to Hagen. That was nice. A little fight in us. All right, 3-1 now. Woodbury over CCHA. On it, line in. Erickson out to the left, Lakert out to the right. Davis and Eide out back. Puck comes back behind the net to Eide. Comes out to Lakert. Lakert got an edge. Eide dumps it into the zone. Erickson back in after it. Heiner comes out to Davis. Davis at the point. His shot deflected out front. It's loose. Tries to shoot it out front. Again. Can't. Comes out of the zone. Woodbury coming back in. Davis breaks up the play. Comes back in. Shot. Blocked by Lila. Multiple blocks by Lila. And they're going to get an icing call on Lila. Better not be a penalty after that one. Complete line shift here. Ulrich line out now. Ulrich takes the face off. Comes out to Woodbury. Woodbury shot deflected wide. Armitage. No, that's Rasmussen. Gets it up to Christensen. Christensen gets it out of his zone. Ulrich, that slip style, carries it out. Gets it into the corner. Comes up to Ulrich. Ulrich throws it up. Tries to get it to Rasmussen at the point. Woodbury coming back down. Broken up. Shot. Nice save by Lila. Back to Swarthout. Swarthout deflects that puck up. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen shot. Save. Goes wide. Comes off the boards. Armitage poke checks that away. Gets it to Ulrich. Ulrich has Hagen. Hagen in the corner with it. He tries to throw it up front. Shot goes wide of the net. Puck comes out. Armitage crashes. Comes out. Nice save by Lorenzen. He's able to block that puck. But he goes into the net, and the net is just knocked off its moorings. All right, let's do a little. Johnson takes the face off, comes up to the point for Woodbury. Woodbury throws it back down. On the spot right there, he gets a puck check away. Woodbury there, comes out. Hagen throws it up to Lorenzen at center ice. Comes back down deep in the corner. Center ice. Woodbury controls, throws it in deep. Swarthout throws it back to ID. ID throws it back to Schwartzbow. Schwartzbow hits Hagen. Griff comes in. Griff's shot gets deflected into the corner. Truck flashes back down, comes out to Erickson. Erickson tries to center it to Grant, goes back into the corner. Comes all the way around the side. Comes back to Heinert. Heinert gets dumped. Puck comes back behind the net. Comes all the way out to Davis. Davis will take it. Trying to get it over to Reichert. And it's going to be offside, or going to be an icing foul. Puck will come all the way back down. Wow, pace picked up. 7 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second period. Score is 1-3. Johnson takes a face-off, gets dumped. Play gets broken up. Swarth out from Christensen. Christensen tries to get it to Ulrich. Ulrich has it in the corner. Tries to send it back. Comes out to cross ice to Schwartzbach. Schwartzbach picks it up. Gets it to Christensen. And temporarily, Woodbury carries it back into the zone. Schwartzbach has it back behind the net. Dumps it back to Christensen. Christensen overskates just a little bit. Comes back to the point for Woodbury. Blocked by Christensen. Comes out to Ulrich. Schwartzbach, that was Schwarthout. Sorry, Schwarthout gets taken out. And then we get a penalty call on Woodbury with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left here. CCHA will go up in the power play. All right, Johnson takes a face off. Gets up the point for Armentrout. Armentrout sends it over to Johnson. Back to Johnson up front. Armentrout able to keep it in. Armentrout tries to get it to Heinert up front. Erickson out there. Erickson gets it back to Heinert. Heinert back to Erickson. Back to Lorenzen. Back to Armentrout. Armentrout's able to keep it into the zone. Comes back out there. Johnson foaming up. Deflected off of Woodbury player. Goes into the corner. Woodbury throws it along the boards. Armentrout's there for the point. Deflected. Over to Erickson. Comes out of the zone. Armentrout picks it up. Sends it over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen skates it in. Lorenzen's shot deflected by the Woodbury goalie. Goes into the corner. Back to Heinert. Back to Johnson. To Armentrout. Armentrout tries to carry it in. Woodbury deflects it. Carries it down the zone. We're going to get a penalty here on CCHA. As soon as we touch it, there we go. Both teams will be 4-on-4. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the second period. All right, 4-on-4 for 39 seconds. So Johnson goes for interference. Christensen takes the face off. Ron Florshock goes wide of the net. Christensen picks it up. Gets it up the slough out. Slough out around. Loses the puck. Goes into the corner. Gets picked up alongside the boards. Puck squirts out. Comes out to the point for Davis. Davis' shot deflected, but then covered by the Woodbury goalie. Not sure what the talking is about, but there's 4 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then Woodbury will go up on a power play for the next 24 seconds. That comes all the way down. No icing. That's nice job clearing the puck out by Davis. Puck comes out, jumps to Woodbury stick, comes out to center ice. Runs and putting some pressure on, along with Ulrich. Ulrich chasing after it. Woodbury's on the power play. Puck gets chipped into the CCHA bench. 54 seconds left on the power play for Woodbury. 4:09 left in the second period. Okay, we get a line change here. Heiner will take the face off. Schwartzbow and Rasmussen will be out back. And it gets it to Schwartzbow. Schwartzbow shot. Oh, nice deflection by Heiner. Goes over the net though. Woodbury comes down. Nice job by Davis stepping up and blocking that play. Get an offsides call here. Actually, I think that was Schwartzbow that did that. Schwartzbow and Rasmussen out back. Heiner and Hagen out front. That comes out. Nice job. Pushing it back into the zone. Puck is bouncing. Hagen into the corner with it. He checks it back behind the net. Comes out to nice block. Rasmussen sends it back in after Hagen gets just on sides. Really tying him up here at center ice. It's really good. 3-on-2. Shot. Goes wide of the net. Woodbury sends it down low. Both teams are at full strength now. Puck gets picked up by Rasmussen. Back to Christensen. Christensen tries to set it across, but Woodbury picks it back up. Gets dumped. No call there. Shot. And a goal by Woodbury. All right, Ulrich centers up to puck goes into the corner. Armentrout back to pick it up. Tries to get up to swift out and does. Puck comes over the net. Back in the corner for Christensen. Christensen sends it back to, I think that's, puck comes down. Shot. And is there going to be a call there? I think there might be. For interference. Nope. Oh, yep, there is. It's going to be an interference call. Refs are talking a little bit about whether they're going to do another shot. And they are. Northside will take the penalty shot. Yes, Northside will take the penalty shot. Here he goes. Coming around. Goalie's out. Coming in. And it's saved by the Woodbury goalie. All right, here we go. Johnson will take the face off. Lorenzen to his left. He's got Hagen to his right. Idy and Sportsball at back. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the second period. That comes out. Comes out to Lila. Lila deflects it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen. That comes all the way down. And no icing is called there. ID back. Gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen shoots it over to Lorenzen. Sorry, that was Sportsball. Center of the ice. Down. Out front. Woodbury controls. Nice job by Johnson. Back behind the net. Being able to pick it back up. Puck comes out. Nice shot by Hagen. Puck comes out to the point. Gets out of the zone. Sportsball along the sides with it. Sorry, that's ID along the side with it. Erickson in to help out. Puck comes out. Just ID gets it. Erickson shoots. Gets deflected into the corner. ID into the corner with it, along with Heinert. That comes out to Erickson. Erickson throws it back to Idy. Idy throws it on the shot. Shot goes wide of the net. Rankin after it now. Rankin has it at ice. Bounces it off the boards. Tries to get it to Heinrich. Comes out to Johnson. Comes all the way down to Christensen. Christensen just swipes it up or Schwarzschild just swipes it up the zone. That comes up center ice. 15 seconds left in the game. Puck will come all the way down. Rankin chasing after it. Comes back to Sportsball, and that'll do it for the second period. All right, don't go away, folks. We got a lively game coming back up. Third period is going to be brought to you by Coca-Cola. And we'll see you back here in 1 minute. All right, folks, third and final period. Ulrich takes the face off. He's back in the Woodbury zone. Woodbury controls. Comes up alongside the boards for Rasmussen. Rasmussen sends it in for Ulrich. Comes back out again now. Christensen's there. Deflects that puck. Comes out. Shot, nice save by Lila. Comes out to Ulrich. Ulrich dumps it into the zone. Christensen skating after it. Back behind the net. He throws it out front. Woodbury coming back out. Nice breakup. Puck goes higher than that. And we're going to get a penalty here on Woodbury. All right, CCHA will go up on power play here with 14 minutes and 15 seconds left. Score is 2 minutes for elbowing. I'm not sure if you heard that. Score is 4-1. Woodbury shot. Woodbury, nice job. Erickson in there. Scrum. Oh, someone's taken out. Who is that? Oh, that was Raker. Hyman. I think the boys are just getting a little talking to. All right, Johnson going to take the face off. It comes all the way out. It goes into the Woodbury zone. So we're going to get a face off back in the Woodbury zone. Johnson take the face off. Woodbury comes out with it, bounces it along the zone, and that's going to be a icing call. Puck's there, comes out, comes down, Johnson has it. Gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen shot. Nice save by the Woodbury player. Excuse me, folks. 13 minutes, 42 seconds left here in the game. Minute and 27 seconds left on the power play. Ulrich comes out to take the face off. He's got Swartz out to his left, Christensen to his right. Heidi and I'll tell you who it is in the back just a second. Shot goes wide of the net. He's back to the point for Heidi. Schwartzbaugh is out back. Puck comes up to Heidi. Heidi scrapes it in, sends it over to Swartz. Back to Heidi. Heidi back to Swartz. Heidi Swartz back to Heidi. Back to Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh to Christensen. Christensen to Ulrich. Ulrich has it in the corner. Bounces it off the net. So it's out of play. We'll get a face off here. 37 seconds left here in the power play. 13 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the third period. Ulrich takes the face off. Christensen to his right. Puck comes in the corner. Ulrich looks foul, comes up to Heidi. They don't call an offsides there. Comes back to Ulrich. Ulrich back behind the net. Ulrich gets a sports foul back to Ulrich. Oh, goes off the pipe. From sports foul shot gets blocked. Sports foul's getting back. And here. Some bad bounces there, folks. And breakaway play by Woodbury to go up 5-1 on CCHA. 12 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third period. 14 seconds left in the power play. Comes out. Rasmussen gets it over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen gets checked off that play. Throws it out front. Gets back to Rasmussen. Johnson gets blocked off it. He has it back behind the net. Drops it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen throwing it out front. Tries to get it to Hagen. Over to Armentrout. Armentrout in the corner with it. Both teams are at full strength. Woodbury comes out, gets around Rasmussen. Shot. Nice job by Lila. Gets that corner, puck in the corner. Gets it up to Hagen. Hagen carries it into the zone. Rasmussen chasing after him. Hagen's shot gets blocked by Woodbury. Woodbury comes back down. Puck comes out to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sends it over to Eide. Eide to Heinart. Heinart shot. Sends into the corner for Eriksson. Eriksson throws it up to Heinart. Heinart tries to get it up to Eide. Eide has it down deep. And gets pushed to the ice. No call there. Eide with it back behind the puck comes in. Over in the corner for Heinart. Going to be a physical game here. Puck comes out to Reichert. Reichert flips it back in. Woodbury will come back out again. Back behind the net is Eide with it. Sends it up the boards. Woodbury controls the center ice. And we're going to get an offsides call. Get an offsides call on Woodbury. All right, 10 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the third period. Woodbury up 5-1. Forwards line out with Christensen to his right. It's tripped up. It's worth out. Puck comes along. It comes back to Heinart. No, that's not Heinart. That's Armentrout. Armentrout gets it to Christensen. Christensen comes in. Got Ulrich out front. Looking for that play. Ulrich gets picked up at the last second. Can't pull the trigger. Woodbury comes across. Over to Armentrout. Armentrout gets it back out of the zone. 9 minutes and 55 seconds left here. Christensen carries it into the zone. Goes it out front. No penalty there. But the net is knocked off its mooring. Swarthout goes into the net there. Has a couple words for the ref. Johnson out to take the face off. Hagen to his right. Lorenzen to his left. Not sure. Elbow. Elbow Carl against Lorenzen. So Woodbury will go up on a power play here with 9 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the final period. Johnson takes the face off, comes up to the point for Woodbury. Goes over to the other one. Shot. Blocked by Davis. Comes out for Johnson. Johnson pushes it ahead, gets it into the zone. Gets blocked off the puck. Comes back out. Davis takes a player into the corner. Comes away with it. Gets checked from behind. Picked up by Woodbury. Woodbury has it in the corner. Shot. Deflected out front. Lila saves it. Gets it to Hagen. Hagen just dumps it into the zone and chases after it. Comes in, Woodbury. Shot goes deflected and is wide of the net. And a goal by Woodbury. All right, 8 minutes and 58 seconds left here in the third period. Score is Woodbury 6, CCHA 1. Both teams are at full strength. Timeout, line out. Puck comes out. It's to Schwartzbow. Schwartzbow dumps it into the zone. Heinert chasing after it. Woodbury controls. Schwartzbow has it. Back behind the net. Sends it over. Tom Reichert in the corner with it. Trying to get it past him. Gets it out of the zone to Erickson. Erickson dumps it into the Woodbury zone. We'll scrum along the net. Other side of the board. Schwartzbow comes away with it. Comes out front. And we're going to get a slashing call on Woodbury. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. We're in running time now because they're up 5 points. Ulrich, Christensen, and let's see who it is. Schwartzbow and Rasmussen. Oh, sorry. Hooking call. Puck comes out. Rasmussen dumps it in the corner. Comes back to Rasmussen. He misses it. Comes all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left here in third period. Running time. Score 6-1. Penalty is also running time. Ulrich takes the face off. Comes over to Christensen. Christensen comes to the net with it. Right off foot. But the goalie is able to cover. With a scrum in front of the net. The Woodbury players going to go to the box. We'll be up 5-4 or 5-3. All right, Ulrich takes face off. Woodbury's just going to clear because every time they get an icing call, it takes 30 seconds off the clock. All right, puck comes up to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sends it over to Schwartzbow. Back to Rasmussen. Rasmussen to Ulrich. Back to Rasmussen. Nets off its mooring. Wow. It's 5-on-4 now here. It comes out of the zone. Schwartzbow picks it up and back. We're on 5-on-4. Swarth out, smacks it out of the air, picked it up. Nice shot by Christensen. Puck goes out of the zone. They're just delaying the game. Four minutes and 30 seconds left here. They're going to kill off the power play. Why not? Because we're in running time. Johnson has it. Keeps it in the zone. Davis throws it into the corner. Out to Armentrout. Armentrout sends it over to Davis. Davis picks it up. His shot goes wide of the net. Goes into the corner. Both teams are at full strength now. Puck comes out in front, trying to hit the exiting player. Hits Lorenzen. Lorenzen comes out, goes all the way down. We're going to get another icing call. As the time clicks off here, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here. I got to say, much as we don't like it, Woodbury's playing this game just right. Heiner takes the face off, gets it over to Riker as it gets dumped in the corner. Puck comes up to Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh's shot goes wide of the net. Woodbury comes back out. Back to Heiner. Heiner gets to Erickson. Erickson shoots, save. Comes up to Woodbury. Schwartzbaugh is able to keep it in, but hits the net. And we're going to have another face-off here. Heiner in to take the face-off. Riker to his right. Erickson to his left. Schwartzbaugh and Idea back. Puck goes wide of the net for Heiner. Erickson into the corner with it. There's a check on. Nice save by Lila. Schwartzbaugh sends it around to Erickson. Erickson bounces off the boards, but gets it up to the point. 2 minutes left in this game. Puck comes back to Eide. Puck comes up front. Broken up. Puck comes out to Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh will carry it up the ice. Takes a shot, goes